Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I am Jordan, and today
Fuck this channel.
spell
God,
channel.
dumpster.
Spell channel.
Shut the fuck up.
Watch this. Spell channel. Good. Spell channel.
Channel. CHANNEL.
He did it like a spelling bee.
He looked it up. He was typing it. I heard him.
It dumpster.
He did it like the spelling bee shit. He's like channel. CHA. Yeah. You keep wrecking yourself like
color
this.
using the rule spelling.
Just leave it alone, Dubster. Take the L's and move on. Anyways, welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I am Jordan, and today we're going to react to Joe Kent's sit down. Well, I don't know if he's sitting down with him. He's going to do an interview with Mark Levin, his one of his rivals, and I can't wait to hear this, I guess, for my own entertainment, because that's what this show does. But first, don't forget to share support. Hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We're in that Discord right now. All opinions are welcome, and obviously I will link this for you to look at on your own, although it's easy to find on Mark Levin's YouTube channel. Let's not waste time. Let's get right into it. Joe Kent, Mark Levin, let the fireworks go off.
Also, don't forget your team biscuit.
Watch your mouth,
honorably in
I
the
will
United
ban you.
States military
Shut the fuck up.
and deserves much credit for it. Nobody's questioning his military service, as far as I know. I'm certainly not. But people
Harrison
are
is.
questioning is what he's done as a
Why are you bringing
civilian,
it up?
especially in the Trump administration.
Well, he's done
To
something.
be clear, I have no quarrel. I had no quarrel with Joe Kent,
But when you look at him,
other than the
doesn't
speaker.
look like you'd expect.
Hold on, man. Let's hear this.
to look like.
Shut the fuck up, Harrison.
Well,
I want to hear
look
Mark.
at him. He's polished. He knows exactly what he's going to say before he says it. It's like he's reading from a script that he's got memorized.
Anyways,
And a vet, if you're going to talk to him about his service, come on now, they're going to be a little reticent. They're not going to want to talk about it that much. But this guy, he's like, just, I don't know. I don't trust him. But I also don't trust Mark Levin
Okay.
either. So,
All
I
right.
don't know.
I agree, but I think I have
So-
better reasons for it. Let's keep it moving.
My guess is Mark Levin is going to fucking expose himself to say that Joe Kent leaked on him.
Bro, what the fuck did you just
Well, Joe
say?
Kent probably did.
What the
I
fuck
I mean, that's
did
the
you
whole
just
reason
say?
for the
Oh.
season.
The
but
phrasing
at
was
the same
crazy on
time,
that.
Fuck?
Mark Levin,
I didn't know when to say
I
pause
don't-
and all that. It's just
Because
too
he's
much.
sitting on his lap? Like, why is he
Who knows
leaking?
what he said? Who
No,
knows what
there
he
is
said?
no pause there. There is no
Let's
pause
watch it
there.
and see.
He
We'll
he
make fun of
exposed
him.
himself so he could leak on
We
him?
can make
What was
fun of
that?
them both later. Let's just watch it. Come on now.
No pause there.
All right, sorry, YouTube. What's up, Blay? Here we go.
Asking me
sorry,
to
Prop.
have him
Sorry,
on my
Prop.
Pause
radio
there.
show in October 2024 because he was in a close election for the House seat in Washington State's 3rd District. I knew nothing of him, but I wanted to help. Joe Kent lost that election in
Why does it nobody?
2024, and he lost
It was
earlier in
his fucking dad.
2022. President Trump won that district in both of his successful elections. But since his resignation last week and the things he has said, what I now see are his associations with some, in my view, very troubling people, like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes. In fact, he posted a photo sitting with Owens just a few days ago, who has relentlessly smeared Erica Kirk in the most heinous ways. Joe Kent today is different than the man I endorsed for the House, but my principles have not changed. The way he resigned and some of the things he said in his letter, well, I and many others have been stunned by it. The president's stunned by it, by his reaction today and the other day. To me, if you have something to say to the president, then say it to the president, personally, loyally,
Say it to
timely.
his face, you little bastard.
But what Joe Kent did was planned and, in my view, diabolical. I
What
worked
did
for
he
President
fucking do?
Reagan for 8 years. I worked for 3 cabinet secretaries, including his
No,
chief of staff
he's
to
been
the
calling him
Attorney
Deep
General.
Throat for like.
Did I have disagreements? Yes. But I knew he was a good man and the mission was important. And I had all kinds of classified information crossing my desk when I was chief of staff to the Attorney General. All kinds. I never discussed
Okay.
it with anybody. But why
When were
resign
you
now?
Chief of Staff
Why
for
not when the
Attorney
war
General?
began, what, 3 weeks or so
The
ago?
fact that this guy held any
We're in the
public
middle of a
position-
war with men and women in
Reagan.
uniform, as Joe Kent was one time, who are fighting a noble war against a barbaric regime that has killed and maimed thousands of Americans and wants to annihilate us. In fact, the regime has spent 47 years terrorizing us, not Israel, us, the United States. They've tried to kill our president and other high officials. They had a significant role in the 9/11 mass terror attack in our country, which killed 2,977 of our fellow Americans.
Pause.
What did Iran have to do?
I didn't know Iran had something to do with that.
He just blamed Iran for 9/11.
Yeah,
Okay,
after
that's news.
when Iran was actually part of the coalition of the willing to take out Saddam. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I never heard that before. I don't think.
Me too. You heard it here first.
Other than like kind of like the racial stereotype.
2026
of like, oh, these are crazy Muslims. That's the only idea.
Yeah, because Muslims would never coordinate anything, internationally.
But they're not all like one group.
Yeah.
Like,
I know
or
what
whatever.
you're
Okay.
gonna get at. So just shut up. Iran did fund that shit.
They funded 9/11. Okay. All right, here we go.
with 18. Remember, 18 Germans and 3 Saudis, right? Or is it 3 Germans and 18 Saudis that actually did 9/11, according to your profound. What's it fucking called? The report?
9/11 Commission?
Yeah.
According
So
to
if we're trusting
They said
the
it was 3
government,
Germans? What? I'd never heard that before
yeah,
either. What the fuck?
hold on, it was
Dubster,
18
Iran
Saudis
has
and
been
3
paying
Germans.
Militant groups in like
I thought it was
7
19
countries.
Saudi.
Son,
That's what the commission said.
I
Commission said it was 18 Saudis and 3 Germans.
well, apparently I know fucking nothing about 9/11. Germans, Iranians, what the fuck? All right, let's apply.
I didn't see nothing about Iranians.
Well, it's Mark. He made it reality now. So let's apply. Here we go.
2 lawsuits, Havelish versus bin Laden and Thomas Burnett Sr. versus the Islamic Republic of Iran. $114 billion in damages was ordered, but of course they won't pay. They killed 241 Marines and sailors and soldiers as they slept in their barracks in Lebanon. They blew up our embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, killing over 200. They attacked our Air Force facility at Khobar Towers in Saudi Arabia. They built IEDs that killed over 600 of our soldiers. 17% of all U.S. personnel deaths in Iraq.
What does it sound like? He's like introducing
Iran
a
is
fighter or
murdered
something.
directly and through
And in this
surrogates.
corner, like
Repeatedly.
Fuck, wow.
Americans. And Joe Kent
Walter
wants to
Wait.
give the jihadist terrorist regime
Iranians made my
With all
wife
this
cheat on me.
the benefit of the doubt. Suicide bombers with nuclear weapons. He says it's not imminent.
Suicide
Only read
nuclear
news
bombers.
But he said
reports.
he
News
is-
report.
He is so
With news
ridiculous.
outlets
Suicide
across
nuclear
the
bombers.
political
Yeah,
spectrum
yeah,
alleging that
yeah.
Joe Kent is a leaker.
well, he's not wrong yet.
I'm just telling you all of this is
you better get some adult diapers in.
Pause.
This
Leaking
shit
all
is.
Hold on, go back. Go
He
back.
is emboldened, though. I mean, like, let's keep it a buck. He's emboldened. Like, he can say this shit out in the open because he has institutional backing to say this shit.
I don't care if there's 24/7 propaganda all day, every day. I
I'm
can't.
just saying,
I can't
yeah.
take this guy fucking serious. There's no way it would work on me.
Yeah,
There's zero
but
chance.
we don't have to take him seriously because, like, hey, if you're part of this coalition, the big dogs agree with me, not you.
Well, you guys,
You
you're
just say
mystified
suicide
right now.
bombers
He's only
with
been
nukes.
he's only been.
You know, like,
spinning
honestly,
facts.
ask this
So let's see
dipshit
what he has to
Harrison.
say
Hey,
going
Harrison,
forward.
do you agree with this guy? Everything this guy's saying? Like, ask this dipshit Harrison. He's a test study.
Harrison, do you agree with everything Mark Levin's saying? I think he said no, right?
He's only said facts. I've printed this out. I've posted it on
Okay.
your on your server. The 4-page
only
Google
said
report of
facts.
everything
You
that
heard it
Iran has
first.
done since 1979.
He's
and
only said
everything
facts.
he said is true.
I mean, he could be trolling, but
But you were like, no, Iran's a good guy. They're my best friend. I'm gonna let them fuck me in the butt.
Oh,
Wow, you're
suicide
just
bombers with
beyond
nukes.
stupid.
That's
okay.
that's how they do that shit.
I mean, you have so much wisdom that you're
Sure.
teaching us, Harrison. Thank you, man. Let's hit play. There we go.
They claim he leaked classified information. Some reports have alleged he's under investigation by the Department of Justice or the FBI. Semaphore, Axios, Fox, New York Post, and others. I have them right here. Other
Pause.
reports indicate
Hit pause.
Joe Kent
Oh, that's
was
damn
kept out of
all
high-level
publications leading in a certain direction.
Yeah, that that's his evidence that he leaked something. The mainstream media said so.
Well,
without
that's
saying
the
what
meat-
it was.
That's the
without
meat of
any
the interview.
evidence.
That's what we're trying to watch, man.
No, he's
No.
been saying that he leaked to
He's
Politico.
only fucking doing his
For a while.
premise. His
Aren't
what
some
do
of
they
the
call
sources
that?
Mark
The
Levin?
preamble. He's only doing a preamble right now.
What'd you
Jesus
say,
Christ,
Jesse?
Dubs.
You're missing the point here.
I
So
heard that he
what-
was the source. The Mark Levin was the
Yeah,
Right.
person.
But and
claiming it?
he's been blaming someone for like leaking for weeks now. So even before
Right.
okay.
So
and
then
the question
he says it, and
is
then others say
leaking
it,
what?
and now he's
Yeah,
referencing those
leaking
others.
what?
He leaked that
Right.
Mark Levin was in the White House. Okay? People
What's-
didn't
That's not a leak. That's reading.
I know,
like, you
Dumpster. I know.
You can go in and read the check-in book and fucking know that.
Calm your tits. You're going to learn more about it if you just watch the
That's
goddamn
not
thing.
classified.
Or
Who
listen
goes
to
and
it.
talks to the
So you
president?
didn't get it.
Sorry, I watched a little clip where he's gonna change it from classified to what's the word? Confidential. As in, it's not government official
That's
stuff,
not
but
even confidential.
isn't it confidential though? It's supposed to be confidential
No,
or quiet.
It's not.
I'm not making an argument. I'm just saying that's what
But-
he's gonna turn the language into at some point.
Who
Probably.
visits the president? Who visits president gets signed into a book. That book is made public on the internet every day. You get to know his schedule, the president's
No,
schedule.
he's not going to put. If he's meeting with advisors and stuff, like for advising
It's
on
on the
foreign
book.
policy, they're probably not going to put that in the books.
Well, let's see what they have to say about his leaking, because that's the important thing of this. All Mark Levin has done so far is state facts. So carry on.
All right, you heard it
Go
here,
ahead.
folks. Here we go.
Fact for different definition, I
Intelligence and
guess.
presidential discussions about Iran in the lead up to the war and in the war itself. He can tell us yes or no. That is, for the last 3 to 4 months. He was only in his current position, or his most recent position, for 7 to 8 months since July to begin with. Now, could you imagine that?
Okay.
Serving as director of the National Counterterrorism Center, but not trusted enough half the time you're there? That's a big, big problem. There are news reports that state he was no longer privy to the presidential intelligence briefing material. Again, this is all in the public record.
All this does is boost Joe Kent.
It also
by the way.
appears that Joe Kent's views on Iran and Israel have changed dramatically in a very short period of time, a matter of months. He insists that Iran was not even close to building nuclear weapons, that the threat was not imminent, and Israel and its lobby dragged us into the war. In other words,
That's
the
the
usual
offense.
tropes of the woke right podcasters who he immediately interviewed with after his resignation. And of course, President Trump has
He's
denied this,
interfering with you right now.
as have the senior members of his cabinet. The CIA director, John Ratcliffe, under oath, specifically last week, said that's not true.
Oh, I wish this
The
was
president was
video.
not dragged into war. The president himself has said he more likely dragged the Israelis into war. Ratcliffe stated under oath, and emphatically it wasn't.
Is
the
this
case.
video?
He also stated that, in
a
fact,
radio
the
show.
threat was
Yeah.
imminent.
Oh,
Ratcliffe, again, is the head of the CIA, and he was involved in every aspect of this discussion, he said, and with the decision by the president. Joe Kent was reportedly excluded, according to the president. Within hours of resigning, Joe
excluded.
Kent
Why?
went on Tucker Carlson's show, where he stated a number of very troubling things. He insinuated that Israel was behind Charlie Kirk's assassination, and I have it right here, which I expect him to now potentially deny or explain. He even insinuated that Israel might be behind the effort to assassinate President Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. That's on the record, too. In his resignation letter, Joe Kent also declared that Israel dragged us into the war with Iraq. Iraq? When in fact Israel, according to reports, also which I have here in newspapers, at the time urged President Bush not to go to war with Iraq. Joe Kent has
Well,
also
but-
reportedly claimed that his
Whatever,
first
dude.
wife, and this is
Whatever.
very tragic,
Show
was
us the
also a
fucking
very brave
Congress
soldier and
fucking.
was horribly and tragically murdered
Oh, dude.
in 2019, and nobody should have to experience that. Nobody.
Right.
By an ISIS
Change your
suicide
voice
bomber in
around, you
Syria was
fucking little
somehow
coward.
Israel's fault.
You little leprechaun.
Israel's fault?
I mean, the
I mean,
biggest
seriously?
pussies are the loudest talkers, aren't they?
Again, a cursory review of the public record, and everything
Incredible.
I'm telling you is in the public
How'd this
record,
guy
is very
make it here?
troubling. And there's more.
Ow.
When Carlson interviewed Nick Fuentes a few months ago, and I played it for you.
Oh, you're the one
I have
hate
the clip
watching.
right
We
here.
used to watch
Fuentes
pirated
explained how he had
videos. That was
colluded
pretty
with
cool.
Joe.
Now we got to watch politics with
With
you.
whom
and
he had
you
a
shit on
direct
Trump all the
line, he
time.
said, to help him on one of his campaigns for Congress, which he later lost.
Idiot.
I wish I had known that.
Unfortunately.
I certainly wouldn't have endorsed him, but it didn't matter anyway. Joe Kent has also sought support from AIPAC. In September 2022, writing in an appeal to AIPAC
that's news.
glowingly of the
That's
state of
actually
Israel as a mutually beneficial ally and close friend with common enemies.
Shit.
That
Is
foreign
Levin
aid
gonna
to
take him
Israel,
down?
I'm
That's
quoting,
actual wreckage.
that foreign aid to
That's
Israel is
actual
one of the
wreckage.
few worthwhile investments our country makes overseas that delivers a tangible return on our nation's security. He said to AIPAC that anti-Semitism and attempts to weaken the state of Israel have no place in our country. I have that document right here. It's his document. I also have Joe Kent's April 13,
I didn't notice yet,
2024
so
tweet,
I didn't
where he
know.
condemned a Democrat House member because she, quote, voted against supporting Israel because the funds would be taken from the IRS. I have an October 7, 2023, Kent for Congress press release, where he says in part, when I get to Congress, I will make sure Israel gets the weaponry they need to keep themselves secure. More from the public record. On September 16, 2022, Joe Kent issued a statement stating in part, I'm intimately familiar. I'm
imagining
with
Joe
the help
Kent
that
on the other
Israel has
line,
provided
just
the
waiting
United
for-
States during
Hey,
my
all this.
military service
yeah.
in the Middle East. My fellow soldiers and I often relied on intelligence provided by the IDF and their
He's on
intelligence
mute
agencies
right now.
to help us
that.
accomplish our mission and keep us alive. And he went on, building close
When did the
economic,
interview start?
diplomatic, and military relations is in the United States' best interest and something I will advocate for as a member of Congress. I mean, Joe Kent, I guess, was a neocon, a warmonger, an Israeli firster, a lobbyist. The phrases he now uses to demean those who hold the same
Wait,
exact
pause.
positions
Did he just
he once
admit he's
held
a
a few
neocon?
months ago and a few years ago.
It's the smearing term of it. Like, oh, you're calling
Mark
everyone
Levin
else.
just
an idiot.
admitted-
Why would Dubster? Why would he have any trepidation doing that when he has institutional backing?
First of all, no, because he says neocon is a pejorative for Jew. So,
Oh, okay.
He's saying it in a bad way.
Yeah,
well, you
Tony
call
must
us
be
that,
talking
like,
because
looks
I
like,
couldn't
look what
hear
you've
him
done.
because I got muted.
yeah.
Wait, so he considers both the same thing?
Yeah, he says that most people who use the word neocon, they usually mean Jew. I'm like, okay, that's
Classic.
new.
I never even heard.
Yeah.
Like, I use it completely.
Mitt Romney's a Jew? I thought he was a Mormon.
I don't.
Same thing.
Yeah, I don't drink juice anymore. No.
Tony, I know
Anyways,
you've been
let's,
talking, and I'm still looking to
Fuck is that
deport your
supposed to
ass.
mean? Same thing.
I'm going to get you.
Fuck you
I said what I said, bitch.
The fuck is
Offensive and
there's
wrong.
Anyways, here we go.
Then there is his tweet on January 8, 2020, where he was frustrated with the delay in taking military action against Iran. 2020, mind you. He tweeted to the president, in part, we should not sit and wait for the next attack, wipe Iran's ballistic capability out, and get our troops out of Iraq. They are only targets. And now Joe Kent doesn't even think Iran's nuclear advances are a problem. He doesn't even talk about their ballistic missiles, which Iran was manufacturing by the thousands.
So Mark Levin's
Even
mad
after
he's not a
Steve Witkoff
neocon anymore.
was negotiating with the Iranian regime directly, along with Jared Kushner, reported to the president and later publicly revealed that the Iranian regime bragged it had 22,000 pounds of nuclear material and they could make 11 nuclear bombs in 10 days. That's what they told the envoys. Mm-hmm. And furthermore, that they refused on every occasion to even discuss reversing course or turning the material over to a third party. Joe Kent was not convinced. The Iranian negotiators wouldn't even share an offer that the envoys could take back to the president and our nuclear experts to examine. Joe says all 18 intelligence agencies agree that the Iranian regime nuclear threat was not imminent. How does he know? Was he in the loop? Did they tell him?
What the fuck are you claiming
Because
then?
the CIA director, he didn't agree.
Tony,
Did they
I
all
unmuted
share that
you.
with Joe, even
Don't
though he
piss
was
me off. I'm
reportedly
gonna
out of the
fucking
loop?
block you
We'll
again.
find out. The White House
are you
and CIA
talking to?
director have firmly dismissed Kent's
You did not
claims
unmute
I'm
State
talking
of
to the
Time to
fucking
lock in,
American
guys.
with
Let's lock in a little
compelling
bit.
evidence of an imminent Iranian threat.
Let's try to lock
in.
in a bit. A little
Iran
bit, right? Try to lock in for a little bit. Here we go.
showed last week it had a mid-range ballistic missile that could hit most of Europe, including virtually every capital. When it fired missiles at Diego Garcia, 2,500 miles from Iran, a joint American-British base. That's twice as far as Iran's foreign minister had claimed. Their missiles could travel much further. With the help of China and Russia, it wouldn't be long before they could hit our country. And, of course, a nuclear device could be detonated without a missile of any kind. This is all demeaning of the president. It's demeaning of the men and women in uniform, in my view, who are fighting this war and expect our support. Joe Kent's resignation letter has been leveraged by the usual actors to validate their narratives because it comes from a top former U.S. counterterrorism official and is being used to support claims that the U.S. military action is unjustified and orchestrated by foreign interests. And that was Joe Kent's intention, I think, both his timing and the substance of the letter. So it's all Israel's fault and those of its supporters. The president is apparently incapable of making his own informed decisions. Israel got us into all the wars of the Middle East. The CIA director, and the envoy Witkoff are wrong, as is the president, the secretary of war, and on and on. Joe knew better. And the icing on the cake, Joe Kent runs to Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens and more, who've all said some of the most anti-American and anti-Semitic tropes imaginable. And now Tucker Carlson wondering out loud, and I quote, could the Iranians obtaining the bomb wind up being a good thing? And by the way, folks, Republicans and MAGA overwhelmingly support the war effort. CBS just came out with a poll. 92% of MAGA approves of the president and the war effort. 84% of Republicans approve. 70% of non-MAGA Republicans approve. That's MAGA. We, Mr. and Mrs. America, understand this is a war against a horrendous enemy that has hit us over and over and over again for 47 years. And we don't give them the benefit of the doubt. And I would add that Sebastian Gorka, a significant official in the NSA involved in the Middle East, is furious with Joe Kent. I should add that Dan Bongino, who is deputy director of the FBI, same, he was on Hannity. He said he had access to same information that Joe Kent did, and Joe Kent is wrong. The threat was imminent. And there I've laid the foundation. Joe Kent, I'd like to go through some of this.
All right, so he's going to bring Joe Kent on now, I guess, after he did his little soliloquy. This man is out of his mind and full-blown devil worshiper. Like, full-blown, and proud of it, too. Proud of it. He's a little guy, a little weirdo. He is. He's a fucking little weirdo.
There was a point. Mark Levin said, how does he know that they're not capable of making these nukes, these 10 nukes with the 22,000 pounds of nuclear material in 10 days? How does he not know they can't do that? And I said, then how do you know they can? It's just like,
yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck are you saying, you idiot?
Well, he's doing it on purpose. He's just so, like, overtly over the top being a character and to sell something. It's like, oh God, like, what is floating around that fucking psyche? For real. Like,
and his next sentence was, but they won't let our inspectors in. So how do you know there's even 22,000? Where's that claim coming from?
I'm not sure exactly. Maybe they're thinking they 60% that's enriched, you can turn that into maybe low weapon grade or something like that. I don't know exactly.
Is this speech actually real?
It's wild what he's saying. Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't there, they would just make up any reason. If it wasn't there, they would just make it up anyway. So, right? If they went with,
if that's what I'm kind of getting at.
If there was 10, 100,000% proof that these guys have no sense of nuclear weapons at all, they'd make up something else to go in. Let's just be honest.
Right.
This is the way crazy people
Well, you
think.
could still say they
have
10 nukes, but they don't really have any nukes. I mean, weapons of mass destruction. You know how Benjamin Netanyahu didn't get up in Congress in 2003 and tell us that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. According to Mark Levin, that never happened.
Yeah, but like once again, I'm at the point where like I don't even believe this guy's like this. It's too over the top. Where it's like, man, you lie for a living, don't you? Holy
It feels
shit.
like entertainment because, like, if I was to just tune in to listen to him, like, and not treat it like entertainment, I think I would just be filled with anxiety. Like the way he's talking, it's just or anger or something. I don't.
That's why I was asking if this was like this was on camera. This whole intro for Joe Kent, and then he turned his chair around and said, "All right, little bastard."
He's just sitting there taking it.
People might think that that's in a way
That's his catchphrase.
helping out Mark Levin by saying he's such a fucking faker, a fake acting motherfucker, right? But actually, I think that's actually worse than if he actually meant any of this stuff. Like, imagine doing
Joe
this
Kent's
day in,
a
day
big
out.
actor, bro. Have you listened to him speak?
Yeah, I have.
Jesus Christ. It's like he's pulling shit up. It's like he's got it memorized. He's like, all the talking points right down the line. It's like, I'm going to fucking run for office.
You've heard of a teleprompter, right, Harrison?
Yeah, the thing is that we were saying that, but I don't know if you were listening or not, Harrison, when we were saying that.
Well,
that's okay.
I just got a feeling about him. He's a veteran, but he's not a veteran. You know what I mean?
Got it. You have different reasons, different things you're looking for authenticity. Fair enough.
Yeah. Would you consider everyone in Signet not to be veterans?
Okay, we're going in irrelevant territory. Let's keep it moving. Here we go.
Foundation. Joe
How
Kent,
tall is your
I'd like
grass
to go
hair,
through some of this with you and give you an opportunity to respond. We got semaphore.
Oh, I've already started mowing, bro. It's short.
New York Post.
It's short
We
as
got on
fuck.
and on and on.
It's regulation.
Saying that you were considered a leaker. We have the White House saying it. Were you a leaker? Are you under investigation? Do you know whether you're under investigation? Let's try and clear the air right.
Leak
right
on
at
me
the
right now?
beginning.
Huh? Leak on me.
Sure, Mark. Thanks for having me on. I never leaked any classified information. And the stories you're reading are stories from leakers who are leaking, I guess, maybe an investigation about me being a leaker. So I think it's just a media counter narrative. I had
So nobody has contacted you from Justice or the FBI or anything like that?
Nope.
Did you ever leak?
Well, we could
confidential. Let me do it this way. Did you ever leak classified information?
Want to leak on me? Huh?
Did you ever leak confidential information?
Nope.
Never.
That's never.
Were you cut out? Okay, you're on the record. That's perfectly fine, and that's a good thing, Joe. Did you
on the record
cut out of briefings for the last 3 months or so?
Fourth time he asked him.
The courtroom.
It was cut out. I mean, the president can choose to have whoever he wants to have in the actual presidential Oval Intelligence sessions. I still had access to the PDB and was part of.
Tell everybody what that is.
That were appropriate for my job. The President's Daily Brief.
So you had access to that right up to the end?
Yeah, until the day I walked out the door.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think the president said he never really remembers you that well? He never really met with you that often? Is that correct?
Well, the president meets with so many different people. I mean, he knew who I was, but by no means was I a primary advisor to him on a daily basis. However, in terms of determining the threat level that Iran posed to our country, I was a key part of that process. So that was very much in my purview.
And he rejected your view?
I don't think he rejected the view. I think he may have chosen to go a different direction, and I think the vast majority of intelligence and information that he received was given to him to
That's exactly what General Flynn said.
Was on the cusp of developing a nuclear weapon, which just simply was not the truth. And also, as Secretary Rubio said, there was no imminent threat coming from Iran against the Americans.
Well, you know, he corrected that.
There was an imminent threat coming from the Israelis who were going to attack. But that's actually the truth.
Okay, hold on. We're going to do it. We're going to do it honestly, one point at a time.
The Iranians had observed an escalation ladder. They hadn't attacked us under President Trump.
Can you do me a favor? And I don't mean to be rude. Can you talk a little more slowly? I'm having trouble hearing. Take your time. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sure. When President Trump came into office, the Iranians knew that President Trump wanted to get a deal. They observed the escalatory ladder very carefully. They stopped having our proxies attack us like they were attacking us under the Biden administration.
I want to read you something, Joe, for you to respond to here. When one of President Trump's closest advisors, who's vocally advocating for us to not go to war with Iran and for us to rethink at least our relationship with the Israelis, and then he's suddenly publicly assassinated and we're not allowed to ask any questions about it. It's a data point, you told Carlson, about the murder of our friend Charlie Kirk. It's a data point that we need to look into. What are you trying to look into there? What do you think happened there?
What I know is that there were foreign leads that we didn't get a chance to look into, that we did not thoroughly investigate. That's what I know.
You have any country in mind?
No, I think we need to fully investigate the potential of any foreign nexus.
So you think a foreign country may have been involved in his assassination? Does the FBI think that?
What I think is that we need to thoroughly investigate all the potentials. That's what needs to happen.
I know, but what I'm trying to find out, you're a smart guy. You're an accomplished guy. Is there something that piqued your interest that caused you to say, maybe there's something foreign and we need to look into this? I mean...
Do you want me to leak right now?
There is. I just can't get into it because it's classified and it's part of an ongoing investigation, exactly. I hope. But from my vantage point and from what I saw at the National Counterterrorism Center, that was not thoroughly looked into.
All right, like, what are we doing here? Like, once again,
this is worse than I thought it was going to be for both of them.
Joe Kent, you know what Mark Levin's implying. You know what he's doing. Why not just say it? Just put it on the fucking table.
Why don't you say Israel?
Like, fuck my life, dude. Just fucking say it. These are the smart people? These guys? Get the fuck out. These are the experts. No wonder things are so fucked. A pussy and a pussyfooter. These are our fucking people, aren't they? Brilliant. Here we go.
This is a fight. This is a fight right here.
This is lame as shit. The only thing I can potentially see happening that I have interest in going forward here is Mark Levin, like, bringing up shit that takes down the whole, like, oh my God, Joe Kent's the man fighting the system. He's anti-war. He's whatever, anti-Israel, whatever the fuck. Because Levin's gonna have them. You know he is. Just like he has mixtapes of Fuentes and could shit on him too. I'm sure he has stuff on Joe Kent, just like that APAC shit he said before. I'm just saying.
His real contention is you stopped being a neocon.
Yeah. But you know what I'm hearing him say? Like, I haven't heard the rest of this, right? And he asked him like 10 times if he's a leaker, right?
Yeah.
And that's not just like he just asked him, and he's not just. It seemed like he was just egging him on, right? But based on what he's asking after that set of questions, he asked him almost to reinforce in his mind, like repeatedly, he's making him say, "No, I'm not a leaker. I'm not a leaker. I'm not a leaker." And now he's asking him probing questions, where I mean, I don't know what's classified or not, right? I have no idea, but I think he's going to go into these things, make him like not say things, and then kind of make him look almost dumb like that. Or like he just that's exactly the persuasion type of technique. When you do something ahead of time to mentally like put somebody in one direction, and then you do something like that could have been to set him up, because like why would he repeat it 10 times? It's not just egging him on. I think he was mentally prepping him.
At the end of this, I bet Mark Levin will probably release some classified information to make it look like Joe Kent agrees with it. So therefore, Joe Kent is a leaker.
I think he's going to ask him
bad
questions, which would be
This is how
confidential.
bad this is. Yeah.
I think he's going to ask him things like that he can't answer, and like make him look suspicious for not answering. Like,
right.
Isn't it?
We'll see. We'll see.
Isn't it cartoonish to you guys that this character that Mark Levin plays, like the presupposition is that Trump is good guy, awesome, wise, intelligent, no matter what. So thus, anything going against him is bad, no matter what. He is selling that idea there. Probably doesn't believe it himself. It's probably more so like for the audience. But it's like that's such a weird thing to be out in the open like that, and like so openly said. Like, did you or did you not? Give Trump a birthday card on his birthday. Huh? Did you? Did you not do that? Huh? Like almost like anything that is below the idea of worshiping Trump is apparently you're against him or you're a bad guy. Like he's almost implying that with his own language. There's no sense of like, well, listen, he's not perfect. He's not a perfect person. He's doing the best he can. Like none of that. It's straight up like he's the best. He's perfect. Everything he does is awesome. It's just like a very weird way to talk about it. And Joe Kent's like he's like a step below that, where it kind of has like this worshiping sound to it for this fucking orange oaf. It's like this like dumb person, dumb devil worshiping person, and yet these opposing sides are holding that fucking oaf up as king of the land. I'm wrecked by that. This guy who tans himself except for his eyelids is their king. At least in character, right? The character's playing that they're playing. Very weird. Let's apply. Here we go. I'm just like kind of annoyed and fed up with that shit, but here we go.
I'm trying to be rude. Just slow down. I'm a little hard of hearing. Go ahead. What was that? I didn't hear you.
What I said was there were still potential foreign links and leads that we needed to look into. That's what I know. That's what I'm asserting.
So you're not asserting any particular country there?
Just fucking say it.
How about Butler?
Ken?
Do you think any foreign government was involved in the attempt to assassinate the president there?
We need to thoroughly investigate that, especially now that Thomas's Crook's online persona has been uncovered. That needs to be looked into as well.
Mm-hmm. You think it's Iran, maybe?
We should investigate to see if there's any linkage between Iran, but in particular in between the Iranian agent Asif Merchant, who was just convicted for plotting an assassination attempt against President Trump. That should be looked into to see if those two events are linked. That should definitely be looked into. And I think you'd agree on that, wouldn't you?
100%. And because we know Iran did try to assassinate the president. One guy was just convicted of it, and the other guy's in Iran. So that's
he was.
But I was just wondering this statement here.
We got to show that shit.
You got to show that shit. Because I'm sorry. Because, excuse me, show the master plan. The fucking master plan.
Don't call that the master plan. Come on, man.
The master plan. Yeah. It's the blueprint.
So what did he even do? He just had this piece of paper and that convicted him?
He said Iran gave him the piece of paper.
And that's it? That's all he did? He received paper from Iran?
Yes. He said he said that this was supposed to be the rally, and that's the podium, and the arrow was showing him where he had to shoot.
The Rorschach test?
I just can't. I can't.
Well, as you can see on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, and this is graphic. This is very graphic. This is the murder plot to enact revenge for the killing of Qasem Soleimani. You can see the details here. I don't want to say them out loud. It's too might get banned for saying it.
Hold on. So this guy was what? This guy was standing a mile away from Thomas Crook, showed him the plan so he could figure out where the podium was?
No, they caught him before Thomas Crook.
What?
Do you see a podium here?
What?
That's what I'm saying. They caught him
I don't
before.
know what I'm seeing. I don't know.
They killed Thomas Crooks on site.
Is this a building, a floor plan, a
rallies,
a Duracell battery? What is this?
50
Hey, Jordan, let's do some music, bro. This shit is bullshit.
I know it hurts your feelings.
50 people pointed up at the roof and said, "There's a guy up there," to every cop in the fucking area. And then the cops did nothing. He took his shot. Then they killed him, supposedly. But this guy they caught first with the piece of paper, like another day, like a different day.
Yeah.
Question: what?
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't the piece of paper like folded up like it was in his pocket? Like, was he carrying it?
Oh, it's perfect.
Wait.
He's carrying in a manila folder chest. He has to keep it safe.
There was also other intercepted intelligence from the Iranians here. If you want to we can take a look at this. It's pretty graphic again.
Like, no, I'm serious. I've carried
USA,
paper.
boom.
It's usually in quarters or wrinkled up. Like, what's going on here?
This
master
is
plan,
fucking
man.
Ridiculous.
That was classified. They had.
I'm sorry. How'd this not go viral? What the fuck?
In their bunkers.
The clownery is fucking peak. I just can't.
Missiles here. Boom.
That piece of paper went 20 miles of
Did they type
Iranian
that title?
tunnels.
They typed the title and drew the rest.
They're making fun of the other one, Jesse.
Okay.
This is a meme or a trolling. Iran's entire war strategy. Missiles go boom on Trump. Oh, it's brilliant.
They had a plot to assassinate our Lord and Savior. I mean, President Trump. You bastard, huh? What do you think about that?
Here we go.
Because a lot of Jewish groups and others said you were really focusing in on Israel, and you're telling me, no, not at all. It could be any foreign country, correct?
In my statement, my letter of resignation, I say that the Israelis forced President Trump into this war.
No, I'm talking about this that you said on Carlson's show, when a president close to his advisors who's vocally advocating for us not to go to war with Iran and for us to rethink at least our relationship with the Israelis. And then he's suddenly publicly assassinated. We're not allowed to ask questions about that. It's a data point. What's the data point?
The data point is that the investigation, in my view, especially the foreign ties, has not been complete. And that.
Well, why did you bring up the Israelis there? Are you talking about what?
Once again, a pussy and a pussyfooter. Stop pussyfooting, Joe Kent. We know what you meant by saying it. We know the fucking the platform you're on when you were saying it. We know what you guys are winking at. And I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, it's anti-Semitism. But no, saying Israel is involved in all these different things has become a thing for the public, for politics, where they overly focus on Israel. All right? They went from, let's be real, not looking at Israel at all to overly doing it. In a relatively short period of time, by the way. And it's like, and you guys are doing that. I don't know if it's for content. I don't think you actually believe it. I think you get more winks and, you get more applause and, oh my God, you're on the right side of history. Get him, Joe Kent. Get him, Tucker. Get him, Candace. Right? These Johnny-come-latelys. But we can see you doing it. So just fucking say it. What are you pussyfooting around for? Just fucking say it. You smacking Mark Levin around will be a feather in your cap, man. That will boost your profile. Not hinder it. So just say what you were saying.
Well, he can't
go with
leak.
what you were saying.
He can't leak, but and Mark Levin wants him leak all over it.
Yeah, but they're on Tucker's implying thing. Like, come on, they're doing it. So just fucking say it. Like, why are we... Just say it. Like, yeah, you guys are implying Israel. So just fucking say it. There we go.
He can't leak.
No, he said there was leads that they didn't follow. Right? Which means he doesn't know who it is. That's what he's saying in words. But what is he doing on Tucker's platform is implying that, like, yeah, I think Israel's involved in this. When you bring up, Charlie was over the Israeli lobby. He was done with it. Then boom, he gets killed. What are you implying when you say that?
What's the guy we watched last night? What was the guy we watched last night? He straight up said it. it was Israel doing this stuff, not implying, straight up said, without like naming anyone.
Who?
But he straight up, Joe Kent, yesterday, though, when we watched the guy you call Sugar.
Oh, yeah, Sagar. Yeah.
Sagar. Okay. Yeah, he's straight up saying it was Israel influenced Trump all these kind of ways.
Well, he just said that now, but I mean, when it comes to Charlie Kirk, like, come on, these guys were implying it towards Israel. They were. You can say I don't know who it is, but like, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't.
Come on.
I wasn't talking about Charlie Kirk. I didn't miss that part. I was just
That's what Levin's trying to talk about.
Okay.
But all right, here we go.
Talking about there, Botswana. I mean, what are you thinking about when you say that? I'm just curious. Just asking questions.
That Charlie was advocating for us not to go to war with Iran and to rethink our relationship with the Israelis, and then he is killed. This needs to be looked into. That's all I can say.
That's all you can say. Rich, can you play what Charlie said after the president ordered the dropping of the bombs in June on those sites in Iran? Go ahead.
And you might say, Charlie, do you support or oppose this? I support President Trump. That's my answer. I know the man. He's the commander-in-chief. He's the man for the hour, and he's had the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Oh, God.
So in a situation like
Holy
this,
God.
I support my friend.
So cringe.
And he's had my back, and I have his. That's my
weight of the world on his shoulders.
I also look at this and I say, and I understand the arguments of people that, don't intervene and all that. I get it. But boy, have we not exhausted so many diplomatic channels and options.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, what do you think about that? I told you.
I didn't resign after Midnight Hammer. Midnight Hammer was a targeted operation that did not result in a further continuation of the war.
I'm not talking about why you resigned. I'm talking about.
See, like, that itself is stupid. Yeah, this totally eased tensions, didn't it, Joe Kent? When you bomb someone's country, totally eased tensions, didn't it? It wasn't going to lead to all-out war. Like, well, what are we doing now then?
It doesn't make sense. That's why, like, I don't even know why he's on this show. Like, why are you here? Because this doesn't make sense. It doesn't, it's just too much cognitive dissonance. With Mark, he's a fucking ghoul. Like, it is what it is. But it's like, Joe, what are you doing?
I mean,
what's the point?
I found my reason to be here. It is the IQ test, as in Mark Levin will be like, oh, so it's all about Israel, huh? What about this?
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie's doing that. What about this? And he's actually
he's going to have tapes for days.
Exactly. He's playing him the mixtape.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why would you come on the show, Joe?
To say nothing, apparently. All right, here we go.
Hold on. I'm talking about that was Charlie's comment about the president ordering the bombing of those nuclear sites in Iran, right?
Right.
And you were talking about Charlie being assassinated, right?
Right. He was against the regime change war that's taking place right now.
Okay, hold on. I'm not talking about
Midnight Hammer and the bombing was two completely different things. Targeted operations.
You were talking about the assassination,
as we've seen with the ramifications.
One of President's closest advisors, who's vocally advocating for us not to go to war with Iran and for us to rethink at least our relationship with the Israelis, and then he's suddenly publicly assassinated. President Trump wasn't talking about hitting Iran again in September. We're talking about June.
We knew that after Midnight Hammer, it was evident that the Israelis still wanted regime change in Iran, and they were going to continue to push.
How did the Israelis get all this power?
I think it was evident the U.S. still wanted. Like, they bombed the country. How is he not? Well, I mean, let's be real. I think he's full shit personally. So he has to do his ass kissing routine in regards to Trump, where it's like he will say all these kind of negative things about what the administration's doing, but not touch Trump himself. Trump has to be safe. Like, oh, he's so brilliant, courageous, brilliant negotiator. He bombed the country, and was Joe Kent surprised that it led to more bombings of that same country? Has he not looked around? He claims to be an
he
expert
said that's
on
a
this stuff.
targeted strike. It's different.
Oh,
Targeted strike.
okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh my God! I can't believe Trump bombed Iran again. You know what? I'm resigning. What a brilliant minds here at work.
Go back a little bit so you hear this question. Levin's going to ask in totality.
Here we go.
We think at least our relationship with the Israelis. And then he suddenly published. I'm not talking about
Midnight Hammer and the bombing was two completely different things. Targeted operations are completely
You were
different.
talking about the assassination.
Targeted strike.
The ramifications.
One of President's closest advisors, who's vocally advocating for us not to go to war with Iran and for us to rethink at least our relationship with the Israelis. And then he's suddenly publicly assassinated. President Trump wasn't talking about hitting Iran again in September. We're talking about June.
We knew that after Midnight Hammer, it was evident that the Israelis still wanted regime change in Iran, and they were going to continue to push.
How did the Israelis get all this power over President Trump? He tells you, he says to you.
Good question, Mark.
That's not right.
Good question, Mark.
Says, that's not right. Hegseth says, that's not right.
So
I don't know what the vice president said to you, but why do you keep insisting on it when they keep insisting it's not true?
Because in real time over the course of the last year, we watched the Israelis through their official engagements with members of our government and the media echo chamber, which I believe you were a part of, move President Trump's red line from saying that Iran can't have a nuclear weapon to saying Iran can't have any enrichment, because
that was just
President Trump and the former supreme leader of Iran agreed that Iran was not going to get a nuclear weapon. They were getting it
and you believed them.
Table.
You believe
so I believe that 18 members of the intelligence community.
Well, apparently it wasn't 18 because the CIA director said you're wrong.
Well, the coordinated assessment that the CIA sent to the ODNI said that they were not working towards getting a nuclear bomb because the supreme leader had a prohibition on the development of nuclear weapons.
So you believed his fatwa. I mean, this is kind of foolish. So they put out a fatwa. The guy just lied about the distance. Hold on. The guy lied about the distance of their ballistic missiles in February. His foreign minister did.
Then why didn't Iran have a nuclear weapon? They've been trying. If they've been trying.
Then why didn't Iran have what?
2004. Why didn't they have a nuclear weapon? If Iran wanted,
why do you think they didn't have a nuclear weapon? Because we and the Israelis and perhaps other countries stopped them with cyber warfare and other things. I'm not even understanding your argument. Let's try it this way. Let's go back to bed.
Don't undermine me and my fucking show.
Wait, so that means you could just stop them from having a nuclear weapon, like your cyber security or cyber intelligence. What the fuck are you saying?
Right.
Like, why not just do that? Why do you have to like bomb a bunch of schoolgirls? See, Joe Kent's not the guy for this argument because he has limits. He has restrictions.
No schoolgirls were bombed. That was an Iranian lie, and you know it because Iranians don't send girls to school.
Oh, what a joke!
I mean, prove it. I mean, I want to see facts. I want to see the. We're going to have to wait for the UN to go investigate. Jesus Christ, you know this better than me.
I'm going to turn you down, Harrison.
Yeah. Turn your ass down.
Anyways.
Turn it down. Don't turn up. Never turn up.
Cunt.
To a fight. You fucking
yeah, Joe Kent's not the guy for this. He's not the guy to do this. Because that's not me saying like he's for real and he's just messing it up. I'm just saying like the character we're seeing here, he can't do this with Mark Levin because he has limitations. He cannot insult the military too harshly. He cannot insult the White House too harshly. He definitely can't insult Trump at all, really. So he can't.
No.
So he can't.
He's walking on a very tight rope. For sure.
Yeah. So you need someone who doesn't have those limits, and they would mop the fucking floor with Mark Levin because he is.
Do you see why I'm asking? Like, why is he here?
Exactly.
That's why I'm confused. Like, is this going to help you? Like, this doesn't. And he sounds miserable. Like, he doesn't even want to be there. He didn't even greet him. He was just like, "Yeah, I didn't leak." You know what I mean? Like, there's no hello. How are you?
Yeah, I know.
just like, damn. Anyway.
He just brought like
Yeah.
one of the.
And Mark's probably gonna roast him tomorrow on his show. He's like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Is he a mute? Like, what?
Like, is this your fucking hero? Huh? Really?
All right, let's play. There we go.
No, we had no intelligence that said that Iran was working to develop a nuclear weapon. That information came from the Israelis, and then the fact
No, it came
that,
from Witkoff, who directly said we were negotiating with the Iranians. That they told us.
Right.
Hold on now. Hold on. I need the public to understand this.
There's no.
All right, you go first, then I'll go.
President Trump said no nuclear weapons. And then through official engagements through the Israelis, and then also the media echo chamber that wanted regime change in Iran, said, no, we need to say that the Iranians can't.
What about the media echo chamber, your buddies who didn't want regime change in Iran?
What about them?
There's a lot of echo chambers out there, wouldn't you say?
It appears that your media echo chamber was much more successful.
What a child's answer. Like, what about your media apparatus? Huh? What about you guys, huh?
This is like a child's argument. All right, here we go. This is ridiculous. Here we go.
We need to say that the Iranians can't.
What about the media echo chamber, your buddies who didn't want regime change in Iran?
Huh? What about that, pal?
There's a lot of echo chambers out there, wouldn't you say?
It appears that your media echo chamber was much more.
You should hit pause right there.
I never lobbied the president. Hey.
Mark Levin just told on himself again right there. What about your media echo chamber that's not for regime change? So then you're for regime change, Mark Levin. You just said it out loud.
I get your.
He openly says that. It's not a.
Yeah, that's not a leap. Yeah. That's not a big leap for him.
But also,
he openly says, yeah. Rise up, Iran.
Also,
like 2 years ago, it was.
No, he's been saying it. He's been saying it. He's been down for that.
There are no consequences for anything he says.
No.
Anything he says is already pre-approved.
Mm-hmm.
He can say whatever, and he's gonna be right at the end of the day, because he's on the winning team. These other fucks, they gotta dance around. Tucker has to dance around. Oh, Israel, and then when he gets asked directly about Israel, he's got to dance around that too. He can't give you concrete, and that's why this guy looks better in those circles than those guys do. Whatever Mark says goes.
Yeah.
With the White House and MAGA, like what's that guy? Valhalla and them, like that's the minority of MAGA. That's not the majority.
I think you're absolutely wrong, Anthony. That's just me.
I'm telling you, there's a go along to get along motherfuckers in that. A lot of them.
There's a lot of old motherfuckers. Not so many younger, I don't think.
Here's the thing. You're right. There are a whole bunch of younger guys that think like him, but at the end of the day, it's still better than voting them. They're not gonna that's not even on it's not on the table for them to go, I'm just gonna sit next one out. I'm gonna sit 2026 out. I'm gonna sit 2028. That's not on the table for them. It's not.
I need to know who these people are that you have discovered. Like, who are these people? Find these,
dude.
Whether it's content creators or audience members, something.
Right, bro. That's how the right's always been. They don't sit shit out. They're not sitting out because Trump is fucking them over. They're gonna keep supporting that party. They're not gonna sit it out. It's not like Bernie and Hillary. That dichotomy doesn't exist on the right. It's the right or nothing. Dubster can say whatever the fuck he wants. At the end of the day, it's still better to be on the right in his mind. There's a million motherfuckers like. I've been listening to the video the whole time. I've been listening to the video the whole time. I've been listening.
So there's no sense of like, hey, this has gone too far. We can't support this.
Yes, there is no sense of that.
Trump is lesser of two evils.
There is no sense to that. and Harrison and fucking Dubster are living proof.
Anthony, you can't. Okay, maybe Dubster, but you can't take Harrison as serious. Like, he's not.
Yeah, you're
he's
right.
not real.
You're right.
He's
You're
he's
right.
a fucking.
You're
He's a
right.
little
Bruce
faker.
Harrison's in another
He's a little.
category,
He's a
bud.
little boy. He's a little one. Go find a mirror, my friend. I hear you yapping in the fucking background. Go find a fucking mirror, my friend.
Yeah.
He was staring at it for a very long time.
He's
You need
the
to.
whole time. I opened my mouth one time.
Yeah, go make more jokes about little girls getting blown up. Please, go ahead. Fucking coward. You're a coward. Go look into a mirror. Go look into your own eyes. You fucking coward. You're a pussy. We all know it. It's okay.
Also,
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your sleep
Jordan,
at night.
they have their attention span is not there, in my opinion.
Who's not?
You throw catnip at them. You throw the next catnip at them, and they forgot about all the crime.
I think Dubster trolls quite a bit. I don't know if he's actually. What is your I've tried to do this many times, but usually too butthurt to be for real. So I'm gonna ask you, for real, Dubster, where are you at with this? Is this like a no go? Has the line been crossed where it's like, damn, Trump, and then the next, not Trump, the lineup after Trump, the people that are coming forward next to replace Trump, right? Do you see are there any signs of hope for you?
Those
in regards to that. I know you don't. I know you don't vote, but I'm saying, is there someone that you're willing to at least in word support? Is there someone on the horizon?
Talking to, Jordan? I can't hear you over Harrison.
I turned him down already, so. I'm talking to you, Dubster. Is there?
Hold on, Harrison. Shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. What are you saying, Jordan?
I'm asking you once again because you don't. At least in the past, I haven't seen you want to answer this type of question. I'm asking you
hold on. Sorry, Harrison. Okay, I turned him down. What is your question, Jordan? I had to, man. You're losing your shit, man. I gotta fuck.
Don't worry, Daddy will come back. Harrison,
I'll turn you back up in just a second. I'll turn your volume back up in a second, Harrison.
Anyways,
what was your question, Jordan?
Okay. Trump is basically a no-go right now, right? For you?
No, I'd still vote for him over anybody on the left.
That is fascinating. Why?
And I believe, in my
it's
opinion,
I'll simply explain it.
No, real quick.
I'll simply explain it.
Oh, sorry, not voting is an option in this situation.
Oh, I'm not going to vote. I would still support Trump over anyone on the left.
What's it? So you wouldn't say, "Hey guys, don't vote. Both these guys are full of shit." You'd say, "Vote Trump to stop the Democrats." That's really your idea?
Yeah, I mean, I would vote, but the fucking loopholes I got to go through to fucking vote, I don't want to fucking bother.
Wow.
Hypothetically speaking,
you know how crazy that is?
Hypothetically speaking, Dubster.
Yeah, if it was easy for me to get my voting rights back,
this guy's fucking you over on.
I would still vote for him over any leftist, and I would vote probably.
No, it's not personal. You can pick no one. You can say they both suck and walk away. You could do that. That's an option.
Then I do that anyway.
No, I'm
That's
saying
what I actually do.
You're saying they're both corrupt. They're not worth voting for either one of them.
But I will still voice. You better vote Republican if you want to fucking have a good life as an American.
Are you seeing good life right now?
Yeah, our life's great.
Are you trolling? Can I ask you, are you trolling? Are you being serious?
Mine is. Mine's doing great.
Are you trolling or being serious?
I'm being serious.
Fuck, bro. Holy shit. All right, let's keep it moving. I'm just gonna say, you're out of your fucking mind, my friend.
Wait, okay. I have a question, really quick. I'll be quick. Dubster, what if you said you would never vote for a Democrat, right? You would still vote for the Republican
Never.
Yeah. What if Tucker Carlson ran as a Democrat?
I wouldn't vote for him.
So it's about the
I've asked this stuff before.
It's about the team name. It's not about their policies or who they are as people. It's just strictly about.
He votes for the laundry.
He's allergic to the D.
For the laundry.
You know
He doesn't
how
he doesn't
pathological
approve
that
of players.
is, right, Dubster? You're not. You said
He
you
roots for
weren't
the
trolling.
lottery.
You said you weren't trolling,
Biggest
right?
I'm not trolling.
That is
as a
pathological.
I'm not
You
trolling.
do know that, right? That's pathological.
Democrat.
Okay. So if it is, you got one Republican in your county and one Democrat, I'm voting the Republican, even if he's corrupt as fuck. If you got two Republicans and then Democrat on the other side, I'm picking which one I think's less corrupt on the Republican, and I'm still voting for him because I know the Democrat's corrupt. I always know every single Democrat is always corrupt. Every
That's
single
the whole
Democrat
political,
is
like
pure
that's all the
fucking evil.
politicians.
That is
No.
pathological.
Democrat means
We're gonna move on.
devil.
We're gonna move on because you're out of your fucking mind. Or that's
Name a fucking Democrat that isn't evil. You can't.
Yeah, you're out of your fucking mind.
You can
with
name
them.
Republicans that are not evil.
Listen, Dubster, I'm gonna move on, but I think you're batshit crazy. We're moving on now. Unfortunate. All right, here we go.
About the media
Not time
echo
for
chamber,
bullshit
your
anymore, bro.
buddies who didn't want regime change in Iran.
There's people, man.
There's a lot of echo chambers out there, wouldn't you say?
Turn your volume back up,
Your
Harrison.
media echo chamber was much more successful.
No,
because
it
now we're in
wasn't.
this
I
catastrophic
never
war.
lobbied the president.
president's
Hey,
trying to
hey,
get
pay
us out of it.
attention to me. I never
I hear
lobbied
you.
the president. You guys keep putting that crap out there. I met with the president once at his request, and I said to the president, ready for this, Joe? I said, they're saying out there that I'm lobbying you. You know what he did? He laughed. You know what he said? Mark, I know where you stand. I watch your show on Saturday and Sunday. Anything I say here,
you can
pay
lobby
attention.
him. You can
Anything
lobby
I
him-
say
you can
here
lobby him on your
is what I
show.
would say. I did what?
You can lobby him by using the power of your show, the power
Oh,
of your
come on,
platform.
brother.
That's
You're
what I
not.
mean.
You're sounding almost ridiculous now. Now let's go on. I have a question. There's been a big controversy now. Andrew COVID now. Media's covered it. Other people have covered it. He put out a video.
It's kind of funny. Like, so Joe Gatt, you're saying you were head of counterterrorism to a certain, or part of a department of counterterrorism and all that stuff, and you had very little access to Trump, but Trump's sitting around and watching Mark Levin's show and I guess influencing him to do certain policies. Why is this Trump guy worth supporting, Joe Gatt? Why is he worth supporting then? I don't understand that. Okay, all right, let's play though. These people are
I have a
fucking-
question.
these people are crazy.
Oh, come on, brother.
That's
You're
what I
not.
mean.
You're sounding almost ridiculous now. Now let's go on.
This
I
is
have
true.
a question.
It sounds ridiculous.
There's been a big
Mark's like,
controversy
I
now.
am ridiculous.
Andrew
Watch
COVID
this.
now. Media's covered it. Other people have covered it. He put out a video. He gave you text messages confidentially. Hold on, man. Let me just get the question out. You can dispute it.
Anybody.
But I have to explain it to the public if you wait. Hold on. So they got what is it? Why don't you want to answer this? You won't even let me set up the question. He said that he gave you text messages from Charlie Kirk, all this discussion about the Israelis and donors and so forth, that you called him and you said, make it public. He said, no, I'm not comfortable doing that. And then the next thing he knows, Candace Owens has it, and she makes it public, and she's off to the races, just like you and Tucker and the rest. Did that happen or not? Did you give it to Candace Owens, yes or no?
I did not give anything to Candace Owens, no.
Well, this is good to know. So you've never leaked. You didn't give anything to Candace Owens. I have a much higher regard for you now. That's the truth. I don't care for what you've done.
He's like, go fuck
when you put that letter out, you knew it would do maximum damage to the president, didn't you? The timing, for instance, if you were going to resign because you didn't agree with this war, why didn't you resign when the war started?
Because I was hoping that we would immediately de-escalate and try and get back to the negotiating table.
We would start a war and de-escalate in 3 days?
I was hoping that we were
Where's
going
that
to do
ever
limited
happened?
strikes, and then limited strikes like we did in Midnight Hammer, and then back off and go back to the negotiating table. Once I realized that was not going to happen, and we were spiraling deeper into this, and we were starting to lose brave men and women in yet another Middle Eastern war driven by the Israeli agenda. That's what led me to
man, you
resign,
got a real hate on.
You
got a real hate on, brother. No, you
Mark,
do. Hold on, Joe. When I had you on my show, I read your texts. I read them out loud. And you've like done a 180. Why is that? Because you had access to intelligence or something? Why have you changed completely?
I have not done a 180. I have no problem with us working with Israel. I have a problem with Israel driving our foreign policy in the Middle East as they have done to get us.
Do you have no respect for Donald Trump's agency that he has the capacity to make these decisions himself?
I need him to answer that. I need him to answer that.
Fucking wreckage. He's rolling this fool.
We don't have time. We don't have time for that right now.
He's fucking rolling him. He's like, yeah, wait a minute. He has no agency, huh? It's like, explain it to me then. He's not going to have an answer for those. But listen.
Last night it was, we don't have time for that right now.
I was like, the case happens to be that Trump is a cunt, devil worshipping, orange fucking oaf. This happens to be the case. It's like, for me, there's no way to deny that. But there's people that are trying to deny that by saying, look at Israel. Don't look at him. Look at Israel instead. And Mark Levin sees that. And he's like, go ahead, answer these questions, huh? Huh, you little bastard? Huh? Answer this. Oh, my God. He's getting fucking rolled. Okay, let's hear the answer to this question. Do you think Trump has no agency to act on his own? Here's Joe Kent's answer.
I have the utmost respect for the president. You can read my
letter. You didn't answer my question. You don't sound like it.
I believe that he was influenced by the media echo chamber and by the Israelis.
Well, maybe he's influenced by your media echo chamber. Or maybe he's influenced by the Saudis and the Qatar. Who knows? He made a decision. Can't you accept the fact that he's a great president, that he took in all this information, and all his eyes, and he made a decision? You may disagree with it, but why do you create a conspiratorial notion
This is a blunt rotation
Israel,
from hell.
9.5 million people, the economy and everything, dragged powerful Donald Trump, the United States, into war. Not one. You even have them dragging us into the Iraq war when on the record they said they didn't want to do the Iraq war. They opposed us to it.
Dude.
Where'd you come up with that one?
In this administration, I watched the Israeli media.
You were there 7 months.
Of the Israeli government. I watched that. I came in day one, and I worked as the DNI's chief of staff until I was confirmed. So
By the way, does Tulsi Gabbard agree with you?
You have to ask her. But what I did see is I saw the Israeli media echo chamber, and I'm not going to speak for Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi
what I'm telling you is the red
You're speaking for the president. You said he was convinced by Israel.
No, I'm speaking for Joe Kent. That's why I resigned, so I could speak freely. I watched the.
By the way, that's very interesting.
No nukes to enrichment.
Go ahead.
What we watched, the red line move from no nukes to no enrichment. That basically short-circuited the ability for there to be a deal, leading us basically to a military conflict that was driven by Israel.
What does that mean? Slow down, Joe. What does that mean? No nukes to nuclear enrichment. What does that mean?
That's a great question. So President Trump has always said, and I think most people agree, that Iran can't get a nuclear bomb. Now, the former Supreme Leader agreed, and he had that fatwa in place. So that gave the Iranians
the fatwa meant crap.
To get to the negotiating
That's
table.
Where you and I disagree. Guy has a fatwa in place. Slaughters 50,000 of his own people. It's not
50,000.
Hey, Joe, he's a terrorist.
Mark, I believe the
he did a Gaza in a couple weeks, bro.
that said that Iran was not developing.
But guess what? The president agrees with his own conclusions. That is, that you're wrong.
Okay, well, let's go back.
Also, let's just be honest. When Trump says he doesn't want Iran to have nuclear weapons, he means enrichment. Like he means any type of enrichment means, they're building nukes, so they can't have enrichment at all.
And that is what Joe Kent's trying to get at.
Joe Kent's trying to say that Trump was first saying nukes.
Exactly.
No, is he really saying that? I think he's saying Trump's initial idea was no nukes, then it became no enrichment later on.
Well, he's saying the Israelis convinced him of no enrichment is the new way to say no nukes. We can play with this in the media to get the people to be falling for it. And then we can actually have the war we want because we are saying no enrichment on paper.
Wait, what? Wait, you're saying Trump is that stupid to where terms that he didn't probably normally know about, right? Enrichment, uranium enrichment, right? his first thought is that means nuke, without asking any questions about it. He just said, okay, that's what that means, because some Israeli guy told him that. Is he that?
No.
Is that where you're going?
Trump's down for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But Joe Kent, yeah, you're right on the Joe Kent. Joe Kent is saying Israelis are tricking him. Yeah. I'm not agreeing with that part, but I'm saying Trump is down for it, saying no enrichment to have the war, but confusing the general public for that means no nukes.
Yeah, that's what. Yes, I believe Trump, as a spokesman, was doing that on purpose. Fully understood from his advisors telling him, like, yeah, it's probably better to say no nukes because they don't understand what enrichment means exactly. You just conflate them together, and then boom, perfect talking point. But Joe Kent's saying something completely different, which I'm like,
and then Mark Levin is saying something completely different of that.
Yeah. Well, I think Mark Levin's going to say what we're saying, which is Trump was in it the whole time. He was going along with it the whole time. Like the idea of
this was good, not bad. Like we're taking it as bad. He's taking it. This was good.
Yeah. Because they just want to destroy another country that they see as an adversary, possibly. But yeah, all right, let's continue. Here we go.
That is that you're wrong.
Okay, well, let's go back to
Mr. Radcliffe believes you are wrong. The Secretary of Defense believes you're wrong. The Secretary of State believes you're wrong. And I can go right down the list.
Well, actually,
by the way, name the 18 intelligence agencies that agree with you, Joe. I don't even know what they are.
We don't have that much time, Mark. It's the intelligence communities of the United States. Most people can look those up.
Joe Kent, President said he decided to take these steps because the Iranians weren't negotiating in good faith. His envoys come back to him and say, they just told us they have all this nuclear material and that they're not going to give it up and they're not going to give it to a third party and a number of other things. And you say it was Israel. Explain.
The Israelis launched the attack, and we knew that the Iranians would counterattack. That is the only imminent attack was actually the Israelis
Marco Rubio said
the attack. So that's what got us into this.
That's been denied, Joe.
We were in.
Hold on, Joe. The president
denied after it happened.
That's okay.
He dragged the Israelis in.
Right. Initially,
after
the Secretary of State, the Speaker of the House.
Hey, Joe Kent, you got limited options here. You're gonna have to call Trump a liar. You're gonna have to call him a propagandist or call him really stupid. There's no way. Like Mark Levin's putting it there. Like you can't keep saying like, oh well, Trump. Well, he watched some Mark Levin episodes and got tricked.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Levin wielded his power of media to infiltrate.
That only goes so far, Joe Kent. It only goes so far.
No.
What would drive Trump?
And Mark knows that.
Yeah,
that's why he's like, oh, he can't answer it like this because he doesn't want to go against Trump. So that's why he's prodding him. So
I'm talking about limited
goes
strikes.
Against Trump.
Joe Kent is limited.
If he goes against Trump, you will get prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Okay.
And that's the guy that you would support anyway. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just like what could Joe Kent do in that scenario where he's basically saying Mark Levin saying that like, hey, well, Trump said no, he's the one who drove this war. In fact, he said that about the 12-day war bombing too. He said I drove the Israelis to do this. So what do you do, Joe Kent? Either he's lying. He's an idiot.
And even
Netanyahu
came out and said, it was us. We're the ones who did it. We're going to hold back now. Like, he had the whole thing. So.
What can Joe Kent say?
That's what I'm saying.
Is he just being media savvy? Is that what's going on here? Come on. Not be stupid. All right. What's up,
That's what got us into this.
That's been denied, Joe.
We were in.
Hold on, Joe. The president of the United States said
that's okay.
He dragged the Israelis in.
Right. Initially, the Secretary of State, the Speaker of the House, Secretary of Defense, they all said that we had to attack because the Israelis were going to attack.
So they're all lying.
My
now.
vantage point. That's what I saw as well.
They're all lying now, Joe.
What I saw was
Joe.
the Israelis driving us because they wanted the regime change war. They wanted to force our hand to make the Iranians to attack Iran, to make the Iranians counterattack us, so that we would be in the conflict.
I think you're extremely conspiratorial. I think that you're ignoring what all the other senior officials and the president have said. I really do. And I hope when you tell me you haven't leaked, because all these people in the White House say you have, that you're telling me the truth. I have no reason to disbelieve you. I hope when you tell me that you didn't leak those texts to Candace Owens, I hope you're telling me the truth. I hope when you're telling me 18 intelligence agencies all came together and said that the Iranians are not close to getting nukes, I hope you're telling me the truth. And also
testimony in Congress.
Yeah, well, we have public testimony in Congress from one of them, the CIA director, that says you're full of baloney.
The ODNI, who's responsible for representing the 18 intelligence community,
but he's the CIA. He's the big dog.
We're not.
And I asked you what Gabbard, but I asked you Gabbard's attitude, and you said I have to interview her.
An agency contributed to the assessment.
Okay.
You asked me about her.
Who makes the final decision, Joe? Takes in all the information that the agencies put together. Who does that? You or the president?
The president does, but in this case, the Israelis decided to.
Did the intelligence agencies miss 9/11, or was that the Israelis too? Did the intelligence agencies miss Pearl Harbor, or was that the Israelis too? I'm really worried about you, brother. I really am. When you were first on my show, you seemed pretty straightforward and sane about this stuff.
You said the right things.
I am pretty straightforward, and I don't think a foreign government should be allowed to dictate when we go to war. Or
I don't think they did. I think the president
right now,
makes
the
a
Israelis have
Joe.
different goals
You're going to
than we
keep
do.
mentioning Israelis. It's getting very boring and silly. The president made the decision. The president said he made the decision.
Roasted.
Top brass. Do you think General Kane is a good general?
Yeah, I think he is a good general.
Do you think he's doing this because the Israelis want him to do it? CENTCOM General Cooper, is he doing it? Is he in service? Is he in service to the Israelis too?
Neither of them were responsible for taking us off the war. The important thing is what took us off the war.
But they didn't resign in a public letter like you did either. Hey, Joe, I want to thank you for coming on. I really do.
This fool, bro.
Wish you the best of luck.
He's like, look at that face. He fucking rolled him.
All right, that's over. Good. Next.
Yeah.
All right. I
That
think
was shit.
these
President
are
called him boy at the closing.
these are kind of the questions I wanted to be asked from these other people. I guess Sagar Khan had asked some questions, but this was like, well, yeah. So you're saying Trump is a bad guy then? Or you're saying he's a zombie controlled by another country, huh?
Yes.
It's like, yeah, make that make sense, Joe Kent. And he just stumbled around. He couldn't because he has limits. He can't say certain things. I'm just saying.
It was sad to watch, actually.
I thought it was brilliant. That was fucking brilliant.
No, just for Joe. It's just sad. It's like, what are you doing, dude?
I know. Like maybe you were listening to podcasters and maybe you were influencing the echo chamber, as these two are calling it. Like to think
He's going to investigate his Spotify. He's going to be like, he's been listening to Murder Maid. That's why. He's going to subpoena his history on YouTube. It's like,
We got you.
what is your media diet, sir?
We got you.
Yeah.
All right. Either way, that's interesting.
Yeah.
There's the IQ test. The only IQ test I needed. There it is, right there.
You know what I'm curious about? How this gets reinterpreted by
When they clip
his
certain
buddies.
things, and yeah.
Yeah. Just in terms of like, oh, did you hear Mark Levin? He said that he admitted he's a neocon. He admitted we're anti-war, or he admitted we're against regime change. It's like just random things. I don't know how you could clean this up. It just didn't look good for Joe.
If they do something, you'll be hearing more from Mark than Joe can. Thus, to make Mark Levin look bad.
He wouldn't even let you answer. Like, what is that?
Yeah, he kept cutting him off. He's so pushy, that Mark. Yeah.
But yeah, nature is undefeated. Yeah, you got for audience people. There's your IQ test right there. Mark Levin is pointing out, look, listen, Trump's on my team. He's rolling with shit that I like. But you're out here kind of like halfway dick riding Trump. So like, are you loyal to the president? Huh? Are you? He posed some questions, and Joe couldn't fucking answer them.
No, he's like, are you gonna deep throat Trump? Like, are you gonna put his dick all the way down your fucking throat, or are you just gonna play with the tip, Joe? Huh? Pick one. That's basically what he's saying.
And that is a part of that media apparatus, except for I'd say Candace, maybe Fuentes. Some of these guys are saying "fuck you, Trump," right? Which gives them more room, which is why they're probably massively more popular. Except for Tucker. Tucker is apparently allowed to dick ride and get away with it. But actually, even Candace's assessment is still pointing at like, well, yeah, Trump's trash, but he's also owned by Israel. Probably blackmailed, probably part of the Epstein thing or whatever. Yeah.
He's trash because he's owned by Israel, is her narrative. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
like they can't exist without the other. So like he wouldn't be trash if he wasn't owned by Israel.
Yeah.
So.
And this topic is one of the things that I see so hardcore forced. In fact, when you try to counter, a lot of people get upset that it's almost like, it feels like they're answered when I like question certain people on the internet or whatever. It seems like they're quite upset that you're not blaming enough things on Israel. I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, well, I don't know. And they feel brand new too. Like, there's been plenty of things historically in regards to the state of Israel and actions they've done in the world and inside of America. They're there. Let's point them out. Yes. But like, if you don't go all the way there and say like, yeah, they did this, they did this, they did this, they did this. The war right now that's happening with Iran, all Israel. If you don't go like that far, they're almost like saying like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand. You understand what Israel is? Do you get that? Do you understand what they're doing?
It's like, you don't get it. You must not get it.
Exactly. And I'm like,
oh, like I thought you got it. It's like, what? Like I did. Oh, that's the thing. You just blame it all on this one country.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and then it gives people like Mark, like their argument, right? They're like, oh, it's the Jews. The Jews did everything. The Jews do everything.
Exactly.
It's all the Jews, right? So it's just, they can't exist without each other. So
yeah.
But it is bizarre because it is a phenomenon, and it's super annoying, frankly, because even people that I know in real life where you're talking about this stuff, and I've been like, oh, well, I'm not going to like cap for Zionists. It's like, it's not capping for Zionists to just be like, oh, I don't think everything in the world ever is Israel's fucking fault. It's crazy. I don't know, but it doesn't mean that Israel's innocent.
It pretty much is.
And it
but it's not Zionist, it's Judaism.
Whatever. Okay.
It's just Judaism.
Yeah. We know. Everybody's heard your talking points. Thank you. You can refer to every other video if you want to know what Dubster thinks about Jews. So, but do you know what I'm saying? It's
this one too.
Yeah.
It's super weird, and I've been telling you, like, because this is something I talk about even like with my sister and stuff. Just like people that we know, and like these kind of protester people who they genuinely get mad if you're not just kind of like down with saying like, oh no, like, oh well, Israel, oh Bibi, well, Bibi controls the Trump. It's like, does he? Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know that's what we were doing now. Like, I think it's much bigger than that. And I don't, but it's like in the zeitgeist. It's very, very like, it's like laid on thick, and I'm not down for it. I don't like it. It's, if something is way too simple, like I get Occam's razor, like simple explanation, whatever, but it's life is just not. It's just not like that.
No, actually,
it's more complex than that.
yeah, it actually, honestly, it's not Occam's right. It's not actually simple because once you start asking them questions, they come up with a whole complicated panopticon of fucking narratives and plots that have happened.
It's a fucking it's like a matrix of narratives and perceptions and condensations and debates and like articulations, re-articulations, disarticulations, whatever. Like there's a lot. It's a lot more than just Israel bad, Bibi evil.
Judaism.
Like, what?
It's Judaism is
rolling
bad.
on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, are you people?
You know what's crazy? The kind of thing that on a bigger level. I mean, there's always been the dubsters around that existed, but like that would made it like more of like a lot more people talking about Israel and their relationship with the U.S. and all that, and globally and all that stuff. It was like the simplest moral thing ever. It was Gaza, and they were seeing, innocent people, a lot of kids being fucking massacred on their fucking smartphones, and somehow they took that very obvious, simple, like, hey, we should morally stand against this, and they turn it into something else where now it's not even about that anymore. It's gone now.
It was a notch for Zionism, and it was a notch for Judaism.
It's fucking disappointing to look at. It really is. It's like, what are we doing, guys? How are we
And I agree. It's not even the dubsters, because I think like that's of course like those exist, but it's just like regular kind of like non-trolly people where it's like
I
don't know. It's just kind of weird.
It's almost like they're fucking possessed, almost.
Yeah.
It's like there's history written in history books that we could all look this stuff up, going back all the way.
And then
2,000 years ago.
And then they say things like, 1948 Israel. Like they keep referring to it as like, in 1948 Israel. Like Tucker Carlson thinks it's really cute. Like that's like a cute little gotcha. Yeah, 1948 Israel. It's like that. Why are you doing that? Like there's countries that are younger than that. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't. It's weird, and it does kind of feed into their hysteria about everything's anti-Semitism. It's almost like that, and like you're kind of propagating it.
They've, like you said, they fucking hold each other up, essentially. Yeah. And it's like, he went from one mass, like, in my opinion, mass delusion, mass hypnosis with the whole Trump phenomenon, at least in America. The dick rider. Well, actually, the people that dislike Trump, too. Like, a lot of brains were broken in that direction as well. Like, you guys are, like, fucking easily mind control. Like, it's kindergarten level. And easily fucking brainwashed, like without as simple as fuck.
Yeah, because then people like Sam Harris, right? Who's like who hates Trump. He hates everything about Trump, but it's like, but he's doing a good thing here, right? It's like it's interesting. It's like,
Sammy boy.
Yeah, but he's I know he's like kind of outdated now because people are kind of like, they're not paying as much attention to him. And he also left Twitter and whatever. Anyway, but yeah, it's just interesting. The Israel thing. It's like,
Don't worry, someone will comment. Have you ever heard of Sam Harris, though? Have you ever heard of him? Huh? I have. It's like, okay, you fucking genius. Thanks.
Cool.
I mean, easily brainwashed. I mean, if this is not proof that psychology reigns as king in regards to the world of politics, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Psychology wins all day and night. The amount of like the totems that get created, and then them sitting in Indian style, sitting down, worshiping these fucking totems, it's unbelievable, unbelievable. Simple moral situation, kid blown up, bad, right, guys? That's simple, right, guys? They turn it into something else. I don't know what for either. To feel like you're really digging into it, like you're really fighting it. Is that what the sensation is? I don't. Okay.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. And it's always these fucking like newbies who just like got to the subject, a couple of years ago after October 7th, 2023. And it's like, and it's not to say like, just because you didn't talk about it before, then like, why are you, you should let people who've been talking about it talk about it. I'm not like that about anything. It's more of just, it's just this idea of like, I just learned about this thing. So like whether it's new religious people or somebody new in politics, whatever, and then they have to tell everyone. And I think I don't even think that's necessarily a bad thing. And I'm not faulting them for wanting to like kind of tell them about this thing that they learned about, or that they think is really gross, and they had this like emotional reaction to, like, that's very healthy.
Yeah.
It's just then they kind of, it's when they do like the collective kind of mob thing, and they turn into like a, I don't know, like a hive.
Yeah.
Rabid hive.
And I've been there when I felt like,
yeah.
I said that to like when I'm like 19 or 20. I'm like, you guys don't even care about Gaza, right? As like a pretentious little snooty little fuckface like thing to say. Like that was actually my feeling and mentality behind it when I was saying it. I didn't realize it at the time, but like that's what was going on. That was the inner workings of where I'm like, I care and you guys don't. You guys don't even know about this, do you? Like I remember that mentality. I learned very quickly, not too long after, but still, like I get it.
Yeah,
I understand. Not saying everyone's like that either, by the way. Not everyone's being snooty. They just want to pass on information they heard or whatever, right? But once you start hugging up, and if you hear someone saying the exact same words that you wanted to hear, all of a sudden they're fucking heroes and leaders, and then they lead you a fucking stray, seemingly. It seems like that happens on repeat, especially some of these bigger content people. In my opinion, it just seems that way.
No, it does. And I've been kind of like just messing around with like the social media, like, because I like to see sometimes how they're covering certain things on Instagram when I'm on like my regular account versus like when I'm on just this other burner account that I don't follow anything or even click on anything.
Are they
I just
slaying
want to
Brits?
see like what. Yeah, and oh my, there's so much stuff about Israel. That's what I'm saying. It's like it is all over Instagram. It's actually kind of nuts. And again, I'm not saying that from like oh my God, the anti-Semitism. It's more of just like, interesting.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why? But it's not like the way that it is on X, though, where it's like, I mean, or Twitter, X, whatever, where that's a different, I don't know what's going on over there. That I don't understand. I think Instagram might be a little bit more of a, not authentic, but like, I don't know, gives you better gauge, in my opinion, just because Twitter's not the same as it used to be. I really don't trust Twitter's algorithm like at all.
Oh, it's horrendous.
But yeah,
it is horrendous.
Yeah,
it is just a giant mirror of your own like your own actual, like what you look at for 5 seconds is now permanently a fixture. Or what have you done?
And I know Instagram does that too, but anyway, but before Instagram, really like, because I don't really look at political stuff on there at all, ever. I don't search for anything on there. It just gets fed to me. And I'm sure they're pulling things from my phone, and that also has other things, that has to do with it. But it's just interesting because I don't remember seeing that as much before. Like for many, many, many years, it just wasn't a thing. But maybe the algorithm is also like, maybe that's in the zeitgeist, so people are making more content about it. So it's might be organic or a mix of all of that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't use Instagram at all, but Twitter is horrendous. I'll say that.
Twitter's something else.
But yeah, it's one more funny thing before I end the video. It's funny to me. Not really funny. It's just funny to me in a way. Like it feels like before, like this recent Trump election, right? First of all, it felt like for a lot of people it was like Christmas. The way they were like going on about it and looking at it, like, oh my God, we did it! Like everyone's doing a Trump dance, like famous athletes, like everyone's like celebration, like we won. The world is now changed for the better. And I also remember people telling about, they would tell me about Gaza, like in regards to Trump, of like why we need Trump because of Gaza. Look what's happening in Gaza. We need Trump for this stuff because he'll stop it, right? And then I hear about Gaza after Trump gets elected and why we need to get rid of Trump because look what he's doing in Gaza. It's like, wait a fucking minute. It feels like the baton of the Trump thing, right? The whole Trump phenomenon of, oh my God, this guy's going to change the world. He's different. Whatever the fuck the idea was, right? The dick riding, even from people that call themselves on the left, right? Yeah. All that stuff happening.
And some people, maybe it was like a little bit more personal. Like I knew some Palestinian Christians in the business school, and they voted for Trump because they just wanted the suffering to end, kind of thing. And then now they're like, having regrets and things, and it's like, it's just, I don't know. Like I have empathy for that, but at what point is it just like,
I don't know, man. It feels like it went from the Trump phenomenon to now the Israel phenomenon.
Yeah.
I mean, like hardcore. It's like almost like Trump was the last hope to, I guess, stop Israel. Although he's been horrendous on relationships with Israel the entire time. But I guess there was like some sort of hope that he was going to do something like, overt and different to change the way that the U.S. policy towards Israel is. Like, but because that didn't happen, they're like, well, it can't be. It can't be. We couldn't have been like this wrong, so it must be some sort of outside entity that's controlling him and owning him or something like that, moving him around. I'm like, why wouldn't you, like, were these, I don't think these people were really making that case with Joe Biden. You could have made the same case in regards to him if you wanted to, but he's owned by Israel, so he's blackmailed. That's why he's doing this, doing that. You could have made that case for him too, or any other fucking president, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's just a weird new phenomenon that is taking over.
Yeah. And I think that actually it works for the U.S. because they don't have to really
exactly
any responsibility. They're like, yeah, it's Israel. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like,
Izzy gotta go.
That's right.
It's like, excuse me.
Like, wait, so I can, like, wait a minute. They made premier time slot network television show about the CIA selling fucking coke to U.S. citizens, right? They have a mainstream TV show that way. The CIA's like, we can just keep going, can't we? Because they're just going to look at Israel. They don't care what the fuck we're doing. We're good.
I mean, yeah, it's everything. Everything is Israel or Jewish people, or they conflate the two. Or someone from his name John. Shout out to John Burson from We've Read the Documents. He called it the controlled noticing. I just thought that was such a brilliant term. The controlled noticing is what we're experiencing. It's like the age of controlled noticing.
Yeah, just 8 parentheses notice.
Yep.
I noticed.
Yep. No. Yep.
It looks like Crowder's starting to notice. Steven Crowder's starting to notice. Like, have you guys? It's like, what? Charlie Kirk was going against Israel. Did you not know that? He was.
Apparently.
Yeah, we're here. It is what it is.
Oh no, we are, and I love how he just refused. Sorry, just speaking of Joe Kent, because he was asked point blank about that, because that's what he was insinuating. Like, come on, like, you know what you said. You know what you said. You know what you meant. You know what's been said. All the people that you hang around with. Like, we don't have to. Let's not do this.
Yeah,
just say it.
Yeah, just fucking say it. You'll look like a hero if you said it. Just say what you think. Or sorry, say what you were implying. Don't fucking sneak around.
Even throw the fucking Egyptian planes in there. I don't fucking care. Like, just say it.
Exactly.
Like,
you'll have a team backing you. You'll have fans backing you. Just say it. Are you worried about Mark Levin? Or are you worried about making Trump look bad somehow?
He already said it because he said, "Oh, what did he say?" He said, Charlie Kirk was criticizing our relationship with Israel, or no, he said he was criticizing the Iran war and kind of speaking out about influence of Israel on U.S. foreign policy, blah blah. And then 5 days later, or a couple weeks later, he's dead, and it's like, why would you say those two things? Like,
exactly.
But we don't know if those two things are related to each other. Just asking questions. It's like, okay, it's like gaslighting. It's fucking gaslighting. Like, at a certain point.
Like, guys, just fucking say it, man. Yeah. You could change that scenario around, and it would still, like, you can see what, like, Charlie Kirk, he drank Coca-Cola every morning. But one day he drank Pepsi. Next day he died. It's like, you're implying that Coca-Cola or something to do with Coca-Cola happened here. Like, you're saying it, so just fucking say it.
You're saying it was Pepsi, yeah. Like, Pepsi's fault. But without saying, but I'm not saying it's Pepsi. I'm just saying that after he drank Pepsi, he died. So
that is classified information. I can't tell you what Pepsi did.
Yeah, but I can't talk about it. Yes. Yeah.
But you're implying it.
It's above your clearance. So sorry.
Oh my god.
Like, okay.
Which gave Mark Levin all the room in the world to run you the fuck over, and I think he did, in a way. In Mark Levin's way, he ran you over. But
he didn't answer any of his questions. The agency question went unanswered.
Yep.
Just so many things just went I'm like, what was it? That's why I'm like, what is the point of this interaction? Like, we learned nothing.
Yeah.
Except for, I guess he was getting money from APAC. Like, thanks. Like,
I'm mad Mark didn't really grill him on that. He probably could have grilled him on that one too. But whatever.
He probably doesn't like APAC. He's got a bad rep.
Oh, yeah, they're supporting Democrats, huh? Supporting Democrats, APAC, huh?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourselves.
All right. That's it. There's your video. Please subscribe if you feel like. Comment, agree or disagree. I can see, hopefully comment about them. I don't know what you would disagree with from what we were saying. Good luck with that one. But please let it be known if you feel a certain way. Yeah. Like what, I want to know, like, what do you guys think of Joe Kent? If anyone makes it to this point in the video, please, like, what do you think about Joe Kent? Where are you at with that guy? You think he's legit? You think he's for real? You think he's an agent? You think he's an actor? What do you think?
You're good, dude.
Please let it be known.
You can cut it now.
Daddy's not
cut. Did you just say cut?
Daddy's not done with his video, son. Please mute up.
That was good. That was actually
My
good.
child. Go back to whatever you're doing.
You even said it yourself, bro. No one's fucking listening.
Yeah, probably, but I say it anyways, just in case.
All right, that's why I was just letting you know. It's probably
Savages look out for things that you can't quite see.
First of all, Mark's got a big following. Okay, don't sleep on Mark and the kosher bunch, the funky kosher.
Yeah, how many 75-plus-year-olds watching fucking Mark Levin?
Marky Mark and the kosher
I'm sub.
bunch.
Mark, have me on your show. I'm trying to talk. I'm tired of these Israel haters too. Put me on your show.
Anyways, don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Also, please check out the Discord link if you want to join that. We are in that Discord right now, and all opinions are welcome. And obviously, I'll share this video, although you can just easily find it. It's Mark Levin's channel.
Thumbs down.
Oh, there's the outro.
There you go.